Ah, hello. Think I'm gonna get in trouble for putting bitches in my stream title? I hope not. Probably not. No one really cares. Ah, hello. Think I'm gonna get in trouble for putting bitches in my stream title? Okay. That works. I have so many tabs open right now. I was workshopping something for, D&D. And, I'm a little bit late with it. A little bit late with both dinner and the stream because I was just so engrossed in trying to make this work. Because I had this idea at work and it's like, this could be really cool. How do I do this? It's inspired by the Heckna Kickstarter. Which, it sounds cool, but, like, it's gonna be out in a year. And I don't have the patience for that. So I just workshopping my own playing card procedural encounter system, which isn't good. It's mostly just fuel for improv, but like for a throwaway campaign, it could be pretty fun. Stream title. I'm Danganronpa V3. Okay. There we go there. Shut all of that down. Make sure this is saved to the cloud. Yeah, I typed up a fucking 2.5 page write-up on how the fuck I'm gonna make this work. I got a little bit too into it. I think I'm gonna backer kick the Heckna stuff because it looks real cool. I'm very interested in it. But for now, I might just homebrew my own playing card encounter system. And then just skin it as a Rakdos riot. Like a fourth dimensional riot. Probably can convince a couple buddies of mine at work to run the game with me. Such a pain to get 6 people's schedules to match. Okay. What the fuck happened? Right. Mew's fucking dead. That sucks. Mew's body discovery. Kokichi's that's that's not right. That is a little bit of a spoiler though. It looks like there's gonna be another murder, which is a little sad. Fuck, Mew's dead. That's very upsetting. Again, I really like Mew. Oh, fuck, stop playing that. Ah, damn it. I tried to tab out, but I just I tried to click back into the window. It just replayed the same video. You know what Mew looks like. She's dead. There we go. There we go. Save. Yes. Okay, it's time for another trial. Who do we think did it? Maybe Kokichi? Maybe Mew accidentally killed herself? Very hard to tell. Not very clear. But let's just jump into it. I really want to see where this goes. It's trial time.
Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation. Screw it. This is tiresome.
Oh, fucking Monokuma. Get a little excited, please.
More motivation.
I do. I really, really do. Now then, let's start this class trial.
Before we start, I just want to ask something since there's not a lot of us left.
Yes.
What happens if the votes result in 2 first places?
Oh, if it's tied.
You mean like a tie? It means they're both the blackened. As long as one of them is correct. It's fine.
Oh.
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that
What?
so casually?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
So I mean, both people can be executed.
Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
That's real fucked up.
What game? How long are you gonna keep saying that?
Just ignore Kokichi. The rest of us need to work together to find the truth.
There's a lot of rules in this version. That's real fucked. Oh my god.
Why? Himiko has become so determined.
Very scary implications.
True. People really do change.
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
That's none of your business!
Aw.
We should focus on the class trial. First, we need to clarify...
Kaito's the culprit.
Kaito's the culprit.
What? Say that to my face!
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right?
Not necessarily.
You were able to move freely. Doesn't that mean you could have committed the murder?
Don't screw around! There's no way I'm the culprit!
He's suspect, but not necessarily culprit.
Kaito right. Kaito couldn't have killed Mew.
No, he could have.
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know. We already saw that a bunch of times. So many times. Since Kaede.
I mean, you're not wrong. The fact that Kaito was the only one logged out is suspicious. But he's not the culprit. He can't be. He can be, but he's not. Non-stop debate. Start. Here we go. Kaito's account, small bottle of poison, killing game simulator, hammer.
Kaito logged out first, by himself. You was still logged in, though.
Oops.
That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Poisoned her.
Kaito culprit? Impossible! Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it! I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The
Yep.
culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
Himiko, you're real quick to jump to that.
What do you mean last words?
First, you need to decide if Mew is killed in the real world or the virtual world. That's where the problem lies.
Kaito logged out first, by himself. You was still logged in, though.
Yes.
That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
That's wrong!
No, she wasn't poisoned. Poison kills instantly. Mew fucking suffered.
Mew wasn't killed by poison, and the warning on the label proves it. Drinking the poison would result in subconjunctival hemorrhaging. In other words, your eyes would be bloodshot.
Oh, but Mew's body. The
That's right.
Yep.
Her eyes weren't bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
Then what was that poison for?
'Cause you were fucking around?
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us to think Mew died by poison.
Or he's just Kokichi.
Then, what was her real cause of death?
Mew's real cause of death. The only thing that I can think of. Toilet paper.
I was wrong!
What? That's right though! Oh, fuck you. Cause of death is
This is it!
the killing game simulator.
Mew's cause of death was the killing game simulator itself.
God.
In the virtual world, if your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock.
I have to explain that.
That was made clear in the program's text file.
God damn it.
Miu received fatal damage in the virtual world.
Oh, Mew's standing right next to me. That's sad.
In that case, it's fair to say that the cause of death was actually the simulator.
Gonta has question.
What is going to the question?
Where is this virtual world place? What floor is it on?
Fourth floor.
If you don't understand, then don't say anything.
Wow, halt Maki.
If Mew was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out is what caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world.
I guess.
So her cause of death in the virtual world is the one that matters.
Oh, it seems like Gonta is confused. So why don't we review things a bit?
Do we have to? I get it.
So we split into two groups to find the secret of the outside world.
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Samugi, Gonta, and
And Kaito.
that NPC Kaito.
NPC. Wow.
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
And the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy, Maki, Himiko, and the late Mew.
How could someone have given her fatal damage in that situation? That's what we gotta think about. Now, let's all work together.
She strangled her.
Aww, little Himiko is all grown up. Too bad your chest hasn't grown up, though.
That's rude.
That was uncalled for. Someday, my chest will grow like crazy.
Maybe not crazy. That'd be
Let's
scary.
begin then.
Fatal damage that Mew received in the virtual world. Let's pin that down. Start. Mew's
In the
corpse.
virtual world, Miu was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whoever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
No.
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are
No.
we certain that blunt force was involved?
It wasn't.
I think strangulation is more likely.
Yeah,
It's
Mew's
possible
corpse.
she was pushed from a great height.
Could she have drowned?
Determine the specific cause of death. Whose condition the body should
In the
you the
virtual
clue.
world, Miu was fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whatever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
No.
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved?
That was a never hit lady.
I think strangulation is...
I agree.
Absolutely. Far more likely strangulation.
Mew's body showed severe trauma and signs of a struggle.
Yeah, she looked like she suffered. Very hard to look at.
Yes, so stop showing it. Like, this is hard. It is hard to look at.
And the virtual world is connected to our 5 senses. If her body experienced pain, she must have been in pain in the virtual world as well. Knowing that, I believe Maki is correct. Mew was strangled to death.
Yeah, definitely. Strangling and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she suffocated. But we already removed the possibility of poison, so it can only be strangulation. Also, when a victim is poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth. But Mew was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
Trying to protect her windpipe from a threat that wasn't there.
Oh, the assassin master gets really chatty when it comes to corpses.
Well, yeah, that's what she's good at. Also, fuck you.
In that case, her exact cause of death is being strangled in the virtual world.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world?
Very much so.
If the avatars were equally strong, it would be difficult to strangle a resisting victim.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
Then the culprit would need a tool. There are tons of cases where a weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a rope.
Wow, you know a lot about killing, nerd.
Nerd. Wow.
But was there even a rope in that world? I don't remember seeing one.
Not a rope per se, but
And they must have used something else as a rope.
yes. Something for a rope, I have an idea what that might be. Found it during the investigation. Maybe it's that thing that I was trying to point out beforehand.
This is it! During the investigation, we found toilet paper outside the mansion.
Is this toilet paper? What would toilet paper be doing here?
I'm guessing that the toilet paper was used to strangle her.
Stupid as that is.
Gonta, no can ignore that!
Argue.
What you mean, Shuichi?
Huh? What's wrong?
What, wrong? Shuichi goofing off! Not gentlemanly at all!
Gonta, if you weren't so beefy, you would super be dead.
It's no time for nonsense! You know can use toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy! Even Gonta know that, and Gonta not smart!
No, I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
You died such an awful death. So why you not take this serious? You call yourself ultimate detective? Use your head! Figure out real murder weapon!
No, I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
There's no time for nonsense! You know can use toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy!
I'll cut through your words!
In the killing game, things don't break. In the simulator, things don't break.
The toilet paper wouldn't tear. Because in the virtual world, objects are unbreakable.
Unbreakable?
You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
If objects can't break in that world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear. And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
Yes. A
Gonta,
very weird
not
rope,
really
but
understand, but
everyone else gets it. That's what matters.
sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
It's okay, Gonta. You're trying.
It's okay, Gonta. Don't worry about it.
You're trying, and I respect that, Gonta.
Killed by toilet paper. It was a fitting end for her.
That was savage.
A fitting end? I do
Wow.
not fully understand that logic.
But if Mew was killed near the chapel, why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence.
Government to get rid of the evidence. They did a poor job of it. A much better place where they could have destroyed it.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
I don't know, diversion?
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit didn't bring the hammer.
Muted.
No? But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
Mew. We already know who brought that hammer. Person who brought the hammer? Mew.
That's it.
She's the only one who knew the hammer was
Mew was
existed.
the one who brought the hammer.
Mew bring hammer?
Remember what she told us?
We wrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that could be used as weapons.
Yeah, she did say she deleted any dangerous objects.
If that were true, she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer. Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
On purpose?
But why'd she do that?
You brought the hammer for sure. What did she need it for? Need to make that clear. I don't know, probably murdering someone. You and Kokichi's meeting.
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer.
Yes.
What was she planning to do with it?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
No.
Uses for a hammer.
Gonta no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
She probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone and tried to kill them with it.
You idiot! She was the victim!
He was planning to do the hammer. Still unclear. Anything back from his plan?
Let's assume that Mew... What was she planning to do with it?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
Uses for a hammer.
Gonta no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
She probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone and tried to kill them with it.
You idiot! She was the victim!
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
Why was it blocked?
Uses for a hammer. Don't know! You gonna build stuff with hammer! She probably just brought it for self-defense. Or she secretly
met up.
I agree.
Yep, Kokichi's right. Mew was trying to kill someone.
Mew was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. With me. I was supposed to meet up with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
What? Is that true?
I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Wait, so Mew called Kokichi out?
Yes.
If Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
Murder you. Kokichi's already figured it out. She was playing too. Confess her love to Kokichi. She was planning to kill Kokichi.
That's it. She was trying to kill Kokichi.
She was what?
Yep, she plotted to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Mew's plan, okay?
Use plan, huh? Sure, if I analyze the clues we found, I can figure it out. How have you not figured it out already? I've figured it out. Alright, let's do. Psyche oh, fuck. Oh, I can control the steering with the mouse and I hate it. You tried to kill Kokichi. You tried to kill Kokichi. Mew. I'm pretty sure all these boxes would be hiragana in Japanese, wouldn't it be? That's real clever. I like that. Where was Mew trying to kill Kokichi? On the roof. The virtual world. The afterlife. Trying to kill Kokichi from beyond the grave. It's Samugi. Why is Samugi on billboards? Oh, I got distracted. What was a bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat? To divert attention? So Mew is trying to kill Kokichi and then say that, I don't know, Kokichi killed himself or Kokichi was going to kill someone? Is that how it worked? I thought
I wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
Oh, okay.
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
She did that too?
I thought it was just Kokichi fucking around.
Mew was the one who put that poison bottle there? No, that ain't right. Something's definitely weird about that.
Not necessarily. Mew was the last one to log in, so she had like a minute or two to do it. Log in, log out record.
When could Mew have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
No.
And then what? Log back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
No, she could have.
Who put poison bottle?
The only person who logged out early was Kaito.
Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet deeper!
No, it wasn't me, guys.
Seems we touched a nerve. When was it planted?
When could...
Mew, I put the poison there! If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
Nope.
And then what? Log back in?
Kokichi, weren't you?
Did you see her log in or log out?
Nope, I didn't see
Not
that.
at all.
If she hadn't logged in,
Or out.
then you couldn't... That's
No,
wrong.
she could've. Fuck you, Kaito. You're wrong. And a moron. Mostly the first bit.
It was Mew who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair. She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
Yes.
That's right. It says that Mew was the last of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
The whole 2 minutes to plant poison on Kokichi.
She logged in last.
No would have seen her.
She would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Mew's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world.
Unbelievable.
Then pin the crime on Kaito.
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
Oh yeah.
So she did that to me?
Yes, I'm positive of that. Mew used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
Yep. How did Mew log Kaito out? It was her cell phone.
This is it!
I don't. Is it the cell phone specifically, or is it just the phone?
It was the cell phone found by Mew's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
Kaito Momoda. He logged out, just as I thought.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Mew never mentioned a cell phone, right?
Nope.
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
Yeah. I don't know why.
And she tried to set me up.
Yep.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Of course, because you're...
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
it's fun.
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion. Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting.
Phonies.
Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Oh, wait. What were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
If Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh? Mommy?
My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
I don't know if I like the Monocubs.
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
What you mean?
Because she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know.
Yes, absolutely.
She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted.
I mean, yes.
And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
That is true.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder. Because she had total control.
And the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
He was only bitching because you haven't been to the virtual world yet. Once you go, you'll understand. Seriously, it's so... Man, she's sweating bullets, isn't she? You're gonna fall in love with me for showing it to you guys. Dive right in, okay? We'll do it together.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
I don't get it. Why? Why?
That she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
I'm still sad she's gone. I like Mio.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend. See? That's an ideal fun situation. Now we can start a real class trial.
Hey, Kokichi sort of sound like Monokuma.
Get him, Gonta. Punch him.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
I mean, my voices disagree.
You're just like Monokuma.
It's very
Both of
fine
you are
line.
cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward. Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right? There, I did it.
He's completely lost his drive. Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame.
My head!
Monotaro, don't hurt yourself.
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
That's not very efficient, Kaito.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
I mean,
Of course I can.
I like your
I don't need your
enthusiasm,
permission.
but you are super wrong.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue.
Thank you, Maki. For the love
If
of
we
God.
don't find the culprit, then we'll all die. You know that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Are you? I don't believe it.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Miu, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Turn the tables.
Here's my answer. I never met up with Miu.
You didn't?
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
I mean, yes, but you probably didn't give him
couldn't pick
lockpicks.
locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either. Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting.
That we can't verify.
I remember. You and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locks the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
So it was locked by the time of the
When I
meeting.
went to the roof, it wasn't locked. So you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
I mean,
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
what?
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell.
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Miu's death. Truth? There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death.
Yes, very.
We need to make sense of those first.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game.
We've all done it 3 times already.
Please keep up the hard work.
This is the 4th
Fate of our
time.
lives rests in your hands.
And for me, it's like the 14th
So,
time.
what is this strange
Like me
circumstance?
personally.
Kokichi claims it was Miu who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
Because she lied about the
I see.
world layout.
Mew sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
Whoops, my hand slipped.
If that's the case, then Mew might not have even gone to the roof.
No, she did.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
It's true. First we need to determine if Mew was actually there or not. Did she go, or was she never on the roof at all? No, she went. Smoogy's account. Smoogy.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Mew should have been at the chapel.
She's not at the chapel.
If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
Also for me to go to the mansion.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive.
Settings on Mew's avatar. Mew's avatar.
I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
Smoogy's. I guess we use Smoogy's account.
Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up! Mew was waiting for me to arrive.
Yes.
I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No.
Yes.
Mew.
Should have been at the chapel.
If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no
Why
bridge
does it
over
start
the river.
perjury immediately?
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So her
Meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up! Mew was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
Mew should have been at the.
That's wrong!
Mew was not at the chapel. Smoogy saw her at the mansion.
Mew must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Absolutely we do.
Yeah. When I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
It wasn't relevant sooner.
Sorry. I thought I was just mistaken at first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
There must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
Yep. Kaito's actually got it.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
Settings on her avatar.
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
I wonder if I would have gotten this if
No worries, guys.
I hadn't gone through Goodbye Despair.
Okay.
Like, I have figured it out, yes, Kokichi.
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time.
You shouldn't. You really shouldn't.
This class trial's for all of us.
'Cause if I get-
We're here to solve this together.
If I get murked, then everyone's in trouble.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
I don't have time to deal with Kokichi. Right now I need to focus on the case. I'm positive you used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Just to figure out what it was. These settings on Mew's avatar. Wall added by Mew.
The way across that only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Or, instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic.
Didn't teleport,
Or
nope.
she used a warp zone.
Unfortunately not.
Maybe
It's
there's
far
a
too
place you
interesting.
can cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across.
Yes,
Suppose
Kibo.
it is possible she used that to change places.
Man, you guys are way off.
What?
Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs.
Oh, shut up. Secret method only Mew used. Tamper with the program, it's hard to imagine, has nothing to do with it. So she changed something.
That only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Or, instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew used to get across.
I
Yes.
agree.
Absolutely, Kibo.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
Yeah, absolutely there was.
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel.
It's one wall.
We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass
Don't be
through.
naive, Shuichi.
Wow, go fuck yourself, Kaito.
What is it, Kaito?
Jeez, you set up a weird wall like that?
Yeah?
That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
You're an idiot.
Nothing to do with it.
Like, that's how she did it.
You don't even realize your mistake? You losing your edge?
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
You're a moron. Mew's avatar.
We gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion. So why waste time talking about it's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all. You get it? So let's go through this one more time. But you just said so, didn't you? That
I was a
wall
little bit too zealous.
only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object
fuck.
after all. You get it? So let's go through this one more time.
I'm clicking too much.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all. I'll cut through your words.
She is just an object. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear me say that.
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Yeah?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says.
You,
I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble.
Kokichi, you don't need to be a dick.
It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
A little bit, yeah.
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all.
You're a bad liar, Kaito.
It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
A sorry would be nice.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
Then her secret route was through that wall?
Yes.
that's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map.
Kinda?
I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
No.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage?
No.
Because Mew said...
You're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is literally the end of the world. Past the wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there. That's a lie.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Mew lied. Huh.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
I know the
That
truth.
cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall.
That was unnecessary. She's not here to
She
retort.
lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
I don't know about that.
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
A little far, Kokichi. Especially when she's not here to enjoy it.
Don't badmouth Mommy!
Momotaro?
Uh-oh.
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Oh no, you're about to get silenced, Monotaro.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
You fucked up too, Monofini. Whoops.
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Was Kokichi saying all that stuff about Mew to get the Cubs to reveal something? Guess you should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program?
To cover up her murder.
If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
No?
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason.
Because we have a fundamental
We
misunderstanding
aren't sure why
about
yet.
how the map
Once
works.
we solve the mystery of the virtual world.
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Mew was killed on the roof. That loud bang we heard was Mew on the lattice being pushed off the roof and through the wall to the other side of the chapel, because the roof is slanted towards the chapel. That's fucked up.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing.
Kibo's voice? Loud noise?
Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
The loud noise, yeah? Event that led us here. It was... loud noise.
This is it! You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
Ah. What? What was that sound? It sounded as if something was struck very hard. It came from outside, but...
You all heard that sound too?
I don't know if I want Monotaro or Manafini to die first, because I both reused their voices for
But that
Kokichi and
sound came from
Tsumugi.
The chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point.
No.
Did that sound really come from the chapel?
Yes, it did.
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
It was Mew's corpse hitting the chapel wall.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
Well, for now, let's go outside and check. Oh no! What? That was Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close. Yeah.
What? That is pretty strange.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something. Pretending not to know?
Mysterious phenomena.
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
You played Gonta for a fool multiple times.
Going to not mean it like that.
Gonta, you don't...
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
You're right, Kaito.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
Another mysterious phenomenon? Something that shouldn't be possible, like Mew in the mansion or that loud noise. You need to remember everything else that happened in there. Oh, fuck. That's the one. Ah, fuck. That's the one. It's the signboard. It somehow looped around from the bridge to the top of the mansion.
The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
Whoops, my hand slipped.
We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
Finding the sign was definitely weird. I'm most confused by how the sign got there. I should remember exactly what happened with the sign. Alright, here we go. Oh, another oh, what? What? Another one? At which point was the signboard swept away? Swept away at the mansion? Ah! Oh, fuck! You just murder them! It's the first time I got one of those wrong and you just kill her. Good lord. Didn't expect that shit. Next question. Is it Mew? What the fuck? What is that CG? Where is the end of the river? the loading zone. Transition point. Ah! What? Mansion side. What? Chapel side. Okay. Listen, game. I know what the deal is. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong when you got shitty questions. I know the trick here. I figured it out. Where's the signboard found after it was swept away? Mansion side. Good lord. Oh my god, there's another one? I started slowing down. Compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? Upriver, somehow. Upstream. Against the current. Which point of the sign was swept away? At the river. Where's the end of the river? Chapel side. What was the signboard found after it was swept away? Mansion side. Compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? Against the current. I'm thinking with the actual map in mind, and it's fucking me up.
The sign was carried against the river's current. We all saw Mew drop the sign and watch the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct?
Should have.
It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there.
No, because objects can go through that.
That's where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
There's a cliff there.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic.
No, what?
We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Yeah.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
Because Mew lied about the basic setup of the world.
I don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
This is maddening. I hate this. Is this what it's like watching me in Chapter 4 last time?
You'd be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
This really must have been what, like, Chapter 4 was like. Watching me. I hate this.
How are they connected? Do you know, Shuichi?
Yeah, I do.
Ah, well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
What clue is related to the unnatural way the signboard was carried on the river? Map of the world.
Oh no!
What? Clue is related to the unnatural way the signboard was carried on the river. The map of the mansion. The wall added by Mia.
This is it! It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through...
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
I don't know how Kokichi can sit there and take all of this. If these people couldn't understand this, I would be losing my goddamn mind. It's like,
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
oh my god.
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
No. The loading point is the warp zone. That's right, it's a real issue here. I think the sign would pass through the wall but end up on the mansion side. What would explain that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
I know it. I should be able. There's gotta be a backdoor that I miss, and it's driving me nuts.
It's a virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Kokichi might be onto something there. Need to forget about what we know and just think about it. How the sign might pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream. Putting the common sense aside and focus on the flow of the river. Downstream and upstream connect.
That's it! What if both ends of the river were connected?
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel.
It goes to the top of the river by the mansion.
It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Gonta must be
Then
so
what about the
confused.
wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Yes. There was.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
It's the same wall. Wait, in that case...
I got it! I know why Mew only set up one wall.
What are you talking about now?
The reason she only set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls are the same place.
That's it! The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall. The same wall? It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world. idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect.
Kokichi gets it.
See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Quite literally.
Damn it, Kokichi, just tell us.
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch! If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
Yes. Secret, huh? Yes, I suppose we should clear that up. We need to solve the mystery of the virtual world. Oh my god. What's the unique feature of the virtual world? L? Nope. Nope. R. W. O. R. L. World. World what? The world loops. There it is. Hangman's again, but always takes me so many lives.
Yes, that's
Very
it.
distressing.
The virtual world is a loop. Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example, when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
The virtual world loops?
Yes.
What in the world?
What?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away. It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream, and floated with the currents until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
Not really.
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
No, it
Yeah,
does.
The sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Yeah. Tell him, Shuichi.
Really? Yes. But first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Loop starts at the map loading
where
point.
the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
No.
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop... There! The map loading point was where the virtual world looped. We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map.
No.
But the loading point was actually at the edges.
Oh my god, there we go, finally.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather... her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them.
Losing my goddamn
Any
mind.
sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
Yes.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Finally they get it. Good lord.
Impressive, Shuichi!
You got a good villain laugh, Kokichi.
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
Thanks. I don't know if I want to hear that.
This far? What are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Very much so. That's his whole shtick.
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map.
And it caused a fundamental misunderstanding.
Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center. Which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
I don't do that.
Yeah. If Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
I mean, Kokichi would have solved it for you.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Don't do that.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
You're putting a lot of pressure on me now.
You're welcome.
Now when I fail, it's all gonna be my fault.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet.
Kaito's onto Kokichi.
Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit.
Yeah.
That's how a class trial works, after all!
Yeah, we need to remember what kind of game we're playing.
Kichi talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What is this Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding at Kaito on purpose. There's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find out the culprit who killed Mew. Doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve if we can't find the culprit. It would be all for nothing. I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Mew's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Mew? I don't know. It looks like Kokichi, but I don't think so. You want to save? Hell yeah, I do. Man, I'm bushed. I've got no motivation at all. And Monofini's period is late too. Father, why do you know Monofini's cycle?
And another.
Never mind that. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to a lack of hibernation.
Eh?
Lack of hibernation?
Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really been able to hibernate. That's awful. What could be causing it?
Ah!
It's 'cause you have a lot on your mind? Is it 'cause the graveyard shift pays at a better hourly wage?
Really?
Is it 'cause you don't want them to think you're just goofing around? Is it 'cause you want to stay friends? Is it 'cause you want to watch it in real time? Father? He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be. Yeah, you're right. Night-night. Man, I kind of just accepted Monokuma and the Monocubs. I don't know what the fuck is their deal this time.
My head!
Are they just little AIs?
Monotaro! Pull yourself together!
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head! My head hurts so much, I just can't remember.
If you've forgotten, maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves.
We already did this bit.
After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy.
I thought this bit was over.
Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
We understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
It's looking like
And in order
Kokichi
to figure
may be
that
going
out, we
to...
need to understand Mew's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
Okay.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. Mew manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
It probably wasn't Kokichi,
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
because Kokichi couldn't actually risk touching Mew. I don't know if he knew about his setting, but if Kokichi tried to turn it around on Mew, he would just end up paralyzed and murdered.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
Yes.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
Yes.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Yep. Sounds about right. Whoops, my hand slipped.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion.
Oh, did their names get 8-bit?
Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop.
Their names are 8-bit in the virtual world. I didn't even notice that. That's funny. They pixeled it.
After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Mew.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
She was killed on the roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Mew did it. If Mew did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan.
No.
She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
Did Samugi kill someone?
She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
Did Gonta kill someone?
No say such mean things. Killing gang bad, not Mew. Mew not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends, if things different.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
She doesn't have the best personality.
That wouldn't happen.
Wow.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Wow. I would have been friends with Mew.
Anyway, let's
Mew's
continue
fun.
the discussion. If Mew was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right? The culprit must have
Oh, I
moved
can
Mew's
replay these.
avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
I didn't realize I could replay the voice lines. I knew you could do that with
So the next thing we
Persona.
should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Yes.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to
Stream? Hello? Audio's still good. I gotta wait for the stream to catch up.
Going to not throw her!
So if it says going to not throw her. It looks like my internet hiccuped a bit. It should be connected now, though. Audio's still good. Yeah, okay. Looks good. Pause that. There we go. Back to it.
We know.
What was that sound? Wait for it to catch up to live again. Yeah, okay. Look. I'm not downloading anything. What was that sound? Ah. What was that sound? Okay, yep. It looks like that's working again. Got on pause back there. I don't know why my internet keeps cutting out.
Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy?
Yes,
That's
yes.
when you found the dead Mew there, right?
Yeah.
If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Yes. No doubt in my mind that the noise is related to this case. We need to figure out what that sound could have been. Might be the clue we need to solve the case. So what was it? It sounded like something slammed hard into something else. What are those two things? It could be... Mew hitting the wall.
That's it! I think the sound came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall. The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise. Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. We felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Speed.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
Hey, because he's figured it out. He knows what's going on.
Let's not worry about that right now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Threw it off the roof. Mew's avatar crashed into the chapel from the mansion's roof. There's only one way I could think of how to do that.
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
I don't need a hint, Kokichi. I know how it happened.
What? Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right?
Yes.
Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope.
I already knew.
And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof.
Yes. I got this already, Koichi.
If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
I wonder how they did it, yes. Koichi's talking as if he's already figured the whole thing out already. Well, I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How to make Mew hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. I'm gonna find the answer. I know the answer! Ugh. S L I D O F. What was that? Monokuma. Off. R. O. O. F. Hey! Easy peasy.
The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar.
Slide?
Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
Just to put something under it, yes.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
You are wrong.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
Shumai?
Who the hell is Shumai?
I like that one.
He's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
Ramen Man. What? I'm positive that's how Mew's avatars move, but maybe the culprit used something else as well to help the body slide. Yes, I know. Don't debate me. I know what it is. Lattice near the chapel.
If your avatar slid off the roof, would it slide off that quickly?
Not by itself.
Well, duh, it would.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
It made that much noise.
Crash is what happened.
It must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on roof,
Yes.
but not frozen solid, right?
You'd
Correct.
still slide, though.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do.
Yes.
You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
Yes.
There was nothing like that. That's wrong.
That's wrong, Kaito. Go fuck yourself.
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Mew's body. Do you remember the lattice that was found by Mew's avatar? The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked.
It's a different lattice than what I'm used to at work.
But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof? Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Did Shuichi say roof?
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct!
That's very strange.
After the culprit killed Mew on the roof, they placed her corpse on a sled.
That's real cute. They got the culprit.
Slid her down the roof's steep slope.
The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through.
What is that green bit in the corner? That's part of the game. Like, that's part of the game. What the fuck?
The impact made all of her belongings scatter, including the hammer and cell phone.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff.
Monokuma, you can't do references. That's Mugi's thing.
I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
Jesus Christ, Monokuma.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful. That'd be an example to our new family.
Yeah, Father. Or should I start calling you grandfather now?
This is weird.
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit.
Yes.
Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
Who is the culprit? No. The culprit...
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
Oh god, correct his portrait.
I believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion.
That is correct.
Aside from you, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
Yes. And you all had alibis.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Samugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
And you.
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Ooh, you got me.
We can eliminate Kaito, though. That's right, 5 suspects. We don't know enough to name the culprit yet, but one of them is suspicious. Talk about the rooftop, they clearly lied. What reason would they have to lie? Need to press them for information before making any judgments. Who lied about the rooftop? Smugi lied? No. Kokichi lied. Because the rooftop wasn't locked, right? It's gotta be Kokichi. Kokichi.
It's you!
Yeah.
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
What do you need to know?
Why'd you lie about the roof being locked?
Why did you lie just now?
Just now.
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Okay. Never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. I'll begin when Mew showed us the map. That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
It was that testimony that bothered me.
Oh, fuck me. Are you kidding me? Oh, I fucked this up royally. I'm so bad at these games. Ah!
I see it.
Not even for the meeting.
When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said,
Not even for the meeting.
but later you said,
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was pretty steep slope. And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof.
that's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
Yeah,
You
Kokichi.
could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion.
Probably couldn't see the brick wall, though.
But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Huh? What?
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I can't tell if he's actually freaking out or not.
Didn't. I already told you that before.
I can't not.
Why you look so nervous?
Is he lying? Is it an act?
Is this a sincere reaction?
I can't tell, Kibo.
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
What?
Me?
What?
At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
Did she say that?
Is it my fault?
Himiko really say that?
She totally said that.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Is this what we're
She did
devolving
not.
into?
She did too.
Monokuma, transcript.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
Around an hour and 20 minutes ago.
What a worthless fight!
Oh, there we go, Monokuma. You're back to your usual self.
Stop him, Grandpa! Oh, this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Can we be done with this bit? Kill Monophony.
Grandfather, stop them before your grandkid is born.
I'm not gonna apologize, cause Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
Oh my god. We don't have time for this. Kichi is stubborn. He won't fess up no matter what. But if he's being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. Get him to show his hand, I have to have proof he was on the roof. I'm gonna like it, but I have to be aggressive. If we don't get the whole truth now, everyone's lives are in danger.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know.
Jesus, Kaito.
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
Fire.
That's fine because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
Kokichi's lying for sure. If he keeps throwing lies at me, I have to fight fire with fire.
I didn't go to the roof.
Your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the
Salon the whole time, you know?
Ah, fuck.
Liars burn in hell, you know.
If you're... That's fine because I'm not lying.
I didn't go to the roof. I've had enough of your lies, man. I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it. So what did Kokichi do? I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon
The whole time, you know?
Ah, fuck.
Burning hell.
Why is it so hard to do? It's a real hard one to hit.
Wire's burning hell.
Ah, damn it.
If you're lying...
No?
Damn it.
Wire's burning hell. No.
Why won't this just get hit?
Lying, I'll send your...
And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
There we go.
I'll reveal the truth.
Perjury. Good lord, that was some effort.
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you. But you weren't there.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi?
Uh-oh.
So
Uh-oh.
who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Shuichi.
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
Like, is that a question?
I believe Shuichi 100%.
The one who's not Kokichi.
100 house points. No. Yumiko points to Shuichi.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room.
Ah, Titsamugi.
I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there.
Ah, you ruined it. Samugi. Damn it.
Oh well. I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff.
Okay, it's good that you're so dumb.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably...
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
Uh-oh.
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi.
Uh-oh.
I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Okay.
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Confess.
A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me
Confessing.
to meet up with her. She asked me pretty eagerly, too, so I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder.
Yes.
So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world.
Yes.
That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
Dun dun dun.
You work together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
You added a motive? Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Ah, go fuck yourself.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Shh, calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
Okay, continue.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
Surprising, yes.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge.
Okay.
Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
What?
Huh?
What did you...
Wait! When did Gota kill Mew?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
It's probably right.
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not.
It's my turn now!
I could argue with Himiko. What? Huh?
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game. As the Killing Game Busters!
Oh shit.
What busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Gonta what?
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time like you!
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
Are we gonna end up killing Gonta and
It's
Kokichi?
obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime.
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
We're gonna have to sacrifice both him and Kokichi.
I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Cut that out. Told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
100% could have.
It doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials.
That's
All
the
we
only
need
thing
is
Kaito's good
rational
for.
thinking. Right, Shuichi?
Ah, shit. What?
Gonta not understand what's going on, but still. Gonta not kill Mew. Gonta really not know anything. And also, Gonta not tell lies. And Gonta not make trouble for others. 'Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
You, of course!
It couldn't be Kokichi.
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
It couldn't have been Kokichi.
There's already proof?
There is, yeah.
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why, I can't be the culprit!
Stop that. It's so scary. Settings on Kokichi's avatar.
I am not the culprit. Didn't I prove that to
Oops.
you guys already? The clue is how Mew was killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Yes.
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Yes.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right?
Yes.
Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her, no problem.
Kaito, nope.
See, I told you I'm not the culprit.
How'd you arrive at that conclusion?
It's not even proven that Kokichi is innocent. We should have evidence of that. Before we can say one way or the other, we have to clear something up.
I am not the culprit. Didn't I prove that to you guys already? The clue is
I don't know if
how
I said
Mew
it. I
was
really
killed.
like these dynamic texts, even if it does make it hard sometimes.
Murder weapon.
You would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me. You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar?
That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept... That's wrong!
No, it's wrong. Fuck you, Kaito. You're an idiot.
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Mew.
Why wasn't it possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
That's real cute.
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Wait! What if it was something besides strangulation then? Like...
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
Oh my god.
Kaido is really desperate to make me the culprit. No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so much.
No! Gonta not kill Mew! It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
Of course! Who'd believe a liar like him?
I'm kind of forced to.
He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
I don't know about that. Oh, I'm not clicked into the right window. If we want the truth, we might have to ask uncomfortable questions.
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
No, sorry, Kaito.
Huh? I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
Oh, here comes the big reveal.
You wanna suspect Gonta?
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi
No,
agrees with
I
you.
don't want to die.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony!
Fuck you, Kokichi.
It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit. Please, believe Gonta.
I want to, Gonta. I really do.
We might as well discuss it.
Thank you, Kibo.
What?
As a precautionary measure, that's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes.
But...
2 for 1 truth special.
Hold on.
Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split right now. So, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial ground!
Oh my god. In both these last two, we've had to side with fucking... We've had to side with psychopaths.
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you?
Kaito...
Of course I want to believe Gonta. I don't want to think he killed someone. Ultimate Detective can't turn away from the truth. Need to find the truth. Even if the truth fucking sucks. Split opinion.
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi!
I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie! Kokichi is the one who killed Mew!
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
Gonta not kill Mew! Honest!
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
Okay, we gotta loop around. I messed up one.
It's all a lie!
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi!
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi! I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill Mew! Honest!
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
This is our answer!
Full counter.
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
I'm gonna believe facts over everything.
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit. That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this!
You're full of shit, Kokichi.
Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Logical arguments?
It means use your head to make arguments.
Use head?
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't!
But Gonta really not know.
What are you doing, Kokichi?
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know! God, why are you so dumb?
Kokichi, stop it!
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Man, Kokichi's pissed.
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right?
Bully?
You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
No, I never ganged up.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Fight, fight, fight.
Stop what? You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Quit it. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Maki, please, calm down.
Sorry. It Gonta's fault everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth! Gonta really not culprit! 'Cause Gonta not know anything! Really!
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
Wait, what did Kokichi say? I've been saying this whole time. That's true about Gonta. This whole time, Gonta is saying he doesn't know anything. Gonta not understand either. You like this when Gonta wake up. Gonta was sleeping too, had strange dream. Gonta not understand anything. Gonta not know. Murder happened when Gonta wake up. But why this happen? Why am you killed? Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand anything. Does Gonta have no idea what he's talking about? The avatar error. What exactly did he start? When exactly to start using the defense? After logging out of the virtual world.
That's it!
Gonta got his wires crossed. That's it. It was after he logged out. That means...
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world?
Accident?
The accident that hurt Gonta. That was... Avatar error.
This is it! When we logged into the virtual world, an avatar user error occurred.
Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. An error? The contents of the error are unknown, so I can't provide any details. But something strange definitely happened when someone's avatar when you all logged in.
An avatar user error?
Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's what I thought at first, but I think it's because of the error.
What you mean?
If that error is what's affected Gonta. It makes him forgetful and loopy. Then what was the error? What could it have been? CROSS. Mem. Oh. Mem. O. R. Y. L. O. Need more bubbles. S. Memory loss.
I believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
Huh?
He doesn't remember.
You started saying, I don't know anything, after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
That's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world. Not even killing Mew.
What?
That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused.
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
Memory or no memory, Gonta never hurt anyone!
No way Gonta's the culprit!
Oh my god. Mass panic debate, start. This is weird, they're all arguing the same thing.
Gonta never hurt anyone!
Oops.
Gonta wants keep everyone safe!
You did it, but you don't remember.
Never kill a friend.
If there was a glitch,
Gonta is gentlemen protect friends!
should have affected all of us.
Your lies aren't protecting anyone.
But because we're all okay,
Gonta not lying!
that means there was no
Gonta swear! Please believe Gonta!
No, it sounds crazy, but it's no wonder it's hard to believe. But this is the truth.
Gonta never hurt
Gonta doesn't
anyone!
remember because
doesn't remember a
Gonta
thing
wants
he's
about
bad with
everyone
computers.
You did it, but you
Gonta
don't
would
remember.
never kill a friend.
If there was a glitch,
Something we can just assume?
Gentlemen protect
it should
friends!
have
I
affected
mean, he
all
has
of us.
flipped out
Your
before.
lies aren't protecting anyone.
But because
But
we're all
Gonta can't even kill an
Gonta
insect.
not lying!
that means there
That's a
was no
weak
Gonta swear! Please believe Gonta!
I think it's Kaito I need to... That sounds crazy, no one it's hard to believe. This is the truth.
Gonta never hurt anyone!
Remember because
doesn't remember a thing
Keep
about the
everyone
virtual world.
safe!
Yes.
You did it, but you
Gonta
don't
would
remember.
never kill a friend.
If there was a glitch,
we can just
Gentlemen,
assume.
gentlemen, protect
it
friends!
should have affected all of us.
Your lies aren't protecting anyone.
But because we're all okay,
Gunta not lying!
that means there was no...
There, please believe Gunta!
I heard it!
Yeah, fuck you, Kaito.
The cause of the error that affected Gonta's avatar is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
This is where we find out Gonta's colorblind. Put the red consciousness cord in the right and blue memory cord in the left. Curious what happens? Oh no, I've never done that before. Probably gets all glitchy or something.
I think that Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the error.
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory. Like an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
What?
Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
Huh? How Gonta's supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over. Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
Oh my god, Gonta's left-handed.
Gonta hold chopsticks with this hand.
That's your left hand!
Oh, shit. Gonta's left-handed.
Decided!
Oh, fuck.
What? Decided. He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta?
Okay, I want to save here. Because if the voting is as split as I think it's going to be, I wonder what happens if we just murder both of them. Or it might end up that way anyways.
You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Oh my god.
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on. When Gonta wake up, Mew dead. Gonta not know what happened. So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking about.
No, it can't be.
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Oh shit.
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta not kill Mew! Cause why would Gonta do that?
Yeah, it's a lie! I'll never accept this! And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew!
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you!
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
No.
Nope. Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened.
But we can get both of them.
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
To protect
Hold on,
Kokichi.
That hasn't been decided yet!
Kokichi used himself as bait.
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already!
I care about the motive.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial. Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination. Which means Shuichi! you'll be my partner, right?
Ah, tits. Me?
Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right?
I mean, yes.
And you don't want that, do you?
Not really. I would like to continue playing.
Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around! I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit!
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list.
Yes.
Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
Reason Kibo, Himiko, and Maki can be eliminated as suspects is because... didn't have access to the crime scene.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Miu could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list, and you know why, right?
Yeah, he was logged out. There's no I got it. It's just...
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
it's just passively acceptance.
Miu logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right?
Correct.
Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Miu's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
I mean, yes, but he's not wrong.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects.
Man, Kaito's gonna hate my
Kota,
guts.
Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off. But what's the reason for that?
We have solid alibis.
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Both of you heard Miu hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Miu down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
Yes, because then Kokichi was Miu's target. Oh, fuck. He couldn't have killed Miu.
If Miu touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again? Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi! You don't need to answer that! This is all Kokichi's trap!
There's only one suspect left. Only one person could have done this. Man, this sucks. This whole case blows.
It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies!
Fuck.
Yu Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy. But you forgot everything, so oh well. A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions
You
to
want proof? I've got your proof.
What's your proof, Kaito?
After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
Oh, Shuichi and Tsumugi. Gonta, did you see Kibo around here anywhere? No, Gonta not see him.
Gonta.
Kokichi said it himself. When Miu's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
And maybe he jumped off the roof.
It's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right? If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
Then we have no culprit. We have to vote for both of them. Would have been so nice if that were the truth. Kaito, we're right. There's a horrible trial would just end. But
No, that's wrong.
that's the saddest that's wrong I've ever heard.
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it. But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it to survive.
Yeah, but
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please.
the side of the living.
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Kaito!
Fine then! I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up!
I can't doubt my detective work now. If I want all of us to survive, I can't back down.
I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? He's not the kind of guy who kills someone. Don't you know that about him by now? I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? He's not the kind of guy who kills someone. Damn it! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Damn it! Who do you want to believe? what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us? How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit. Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
Toilet paper discovered outside of the mansion.
It ends here!
Damn it!
The toilet paper we found outside the mansion. That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
The toilet paper?
I know it's stupid.
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Miu's body. It was outside the mansion.
Hold on. If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to. I know because I investigated the roof.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Of course I am! I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end!
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
What?
Place where the toilet paper was tied down was the telescope.
There! The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it. And then used the doubled up toilet paper to climb down. But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea.
Really?
But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by. Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
The matter does appear to be settled.
That... it's...
We have...
So, it's true. Gonta really killed...
If we want to get rid of Kokichi, there's 7 people here. We could just have the 6 of us who aren't Kokichi split our votes between Kokichi and Gonta and just get rid of him. Like, I want to see that happen.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But... why did Gonta do such a terrible thing?
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop. I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess, it's me. Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, alright? Let's end this together.
Okay.
This is breaking my fucking heart here. Oh my god. A bottle of poison's already in. Okay. Well, we got cell phone, toilet paper, logged out, lattice. Cell phone. Kaito got zapped. Oh, these are so cute. These are adorable. I love these. I love these avatars. Is this what it looked like? Ah. Toilet paper. Sled. Mew smuggles a hammer. Signboard in the river. Oh, Kokichi looks so cute in that. Binoculars and toilet paper. Kaito Momoda. Looking at the roof. Smugi Shirogane. Looking at the dining hall. The culprit. Shuichi Saihara. Looking at the kitchen.
This is the truth of the case! The case began last night. After being convinced by Mew, we all logged into the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device. So, we all plug those cords into our helmets and enter the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar. As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world. It's possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well. Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison. And placed it on Kokichi's seat. This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world.
After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses. She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall.
Oh, Jeeves are so adorable.
But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with
Aw.
Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel.
Look at them all.
Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world. Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion, while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion. Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks. That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues. Kokichi searched the salon. Kaito searched the roof. Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen. And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion. Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi. You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way. When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone. She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out. Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out. It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time. the same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan didn't go smoothly. Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew. While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind. And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Mew.
This is a really horrible scene, but it's so adorable.
Because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable. Mew's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world. After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room and placed Mew's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone. The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope.
Man, would have sucked if he fell off.
With a body on top of it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof. It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the mansion. Mew's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. That's why Tsumugi and I were able to hear the crash from the mansion. As the final step, the culprit had to then get off the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby. Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case because the culprit doesn't remember. This is the truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist.
That is so upsetting. That's so sad. Oh, poor Gonta.
Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Sorry. Gonta not really understand, 'cause Gonta not smart boy. But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right. Gonta, trust everyone.
Gonta.
But why? Gonta kill Mew. Forget everything.
Call, hold on.
Gonta even think he not do anything bad.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry about that. My dad called me because he forgot there's a show on tonight, and he wanted to know if he would recorded it. And I went downstairs and checked the DVR, and yeah, he was. Anyway, that was interrupting something real sad right there.
And then Gonta tried to blame someone else and make everyone suffer.
Oh, Gonta.
Why? Why Gonta do such terrible thing?
Because of Kokichi. It's always because of Kokichi.
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him. Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
I mean...
For once, I wish that we were.
Okay. Let's, put a save in it here. Let's save this slot too, and let's come back to it after the proper voting time. Then let's see how many votes Gonta gets. Because if it's like a really close number of votes, we might be able to get Gonta and Kokichi.
Wrapping things up already? What a buzzkill of an ending. It lacks the rush of previous voting times.
Of course it does, because this one's sad as shit.
Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
I think these guys might actually be clones.
Tara, you're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I gotta get my act together for the baby.
Now then, pull yourselves together and let's begin!
Alright.
The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off! It's voting time!
So, let's see how many votes Gonta gets.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
Yeah, majority Gonta. It wouldn't have been that close, unfortunately. That's 1, 2, 3, 6. There's 8 of us here? Hold on, what? Kokichi, Maki, Kibo, Gonta, Kaito, Shuichi, Himiko, Sumugi. Oh yeah, there's 8 of us here. Huh. Yeah, that was not as close, so we couldn't do... There was no, like, alternate end of this trial where we could kill Gonta and Shuichi at the same time.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
That would've been cool as shit, though. It's the verdict. Gokuhara. There we go. Man. Fucking sad class trial.
Absolutely right.
Well, look at that. You
voted correctly! Congratulations, you guys!
Let me hear your joyful voices!
What the fuck? Give yourselves a hand! Let me hear your joyful voices!
Let me hear your joyful voices!
I said, let me hear your joyful voices!
Damn.
Damn it, why?
Wah!
Jeez, they're all just moping around. They should be happy for themselves. I know I'm super happy. Hey, what should we name the kid? Good question. We should prepare 6 names.
Yay!
What? We're having sextuplets? I'm so happy I might go crazy.
And another thing.
Hey, Kokichi! You said this would liven things up. What gives, huh?
Here.
You said you were gonna liven up the killing game and the class trial. And I said I'd put the motive, the secret of the outside world, into the killing game simulator. Hahaha, that was just a lie.
Oh.
Oh, so it's just a lie.
What was that?
He just laughed it off.
Hey,
Are you satisfied, Kokichi? I want you to tell us. What is the outside world? Is that the motive you gave Gonta? I plan to explain all of that, but it's more like, how do I say it? You guys are just gonna assume it's a lie if you hear from my cute lips.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, then let's have Gonta explain. Huh? Gonta?
please stop!
Gonta doesn't remember anything. How can you expect him to?
All right.
Then we should all go back into the killing game simulator.
Huh?
What?
Because
Why don't we ask the Gonta in the virtual world? But going back into the virtual world is... Poo-foo-foo. There's a much easier way than that pain in the ass method.
Gonta's memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data. I can combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data. Ta-da! Alter Ego Gonta is now complete.
That's real sad.
Alter ego?
Basically, it's a separate Gonta that only exists in virtual space.
Oh man.
If we listen to what he says, we should be able to find out what happened in that world.
Huh? What this? What happening?
Is this Gonta? Is that Gonta?
What's that mean?
What sort of phenomenon is this? What did you do?
Hey,
Relax, Himiko. It's not magic and it's not a trick. Alter Ego Gonta is just a computer simulation. It's just imitating Gonta's thought patterns. It's actually different from the real Gonta. Gonta not understand. Who this alter ego person?
now then.
See? It's even stupid like the real Gonta. You can hardly tell the difference. Plus, he's got Gonta's memories from the virtual world, so he should remember what happened.
Please.
Then, other Gonta, tell Gonta.
Why?
Why? Why did Gonta kill Mew? Kill Mew? What does other Gonta know about?
oh man.
Unfortunately, our plan failed. You can tell them the truth now.
Oh. Gonta.
Then Gonta no could save everyone?
Huh?
Save everyone?
Gonta don't know.
Hey, answer Gonta. Why did Gonta kill Mew?
Wrong.
Gonta just want to save everyone. He wanted to save everyone.
That's...
Gonta, what do you mean?
Gonta.
Gonta think for a long time. How can Gonta be useful for everyone? Gonta not smart enough to help with trials. Gonta not strong. Gonta strong, but no can fight exocells. Gonta feel frustrated, cause Gonta no could do anything. Gonta understand how this Gonta feels.
Yeah.
Technically, they're the same person.
But...
So that's why Gonta think he have to do it, for everyone's sake. Gonta think he gotta do it, cause everyone else not want to.
Gonta.
So, Gonta kill Mew.
What?
What do you mean by that? I don't get it at all!
Oh.
Jeez. Gonta is bad at explaining as always. I guess I'll have to help. So if you remember what happened at that time... No, we shouldn't. If we want to prevent another murder from happening. Yoink! I'll take that card key then. Kokichi, using his light body to his advantage, and took the card key from Monokuma.
Huh?
The card key, so you used it?
Yeah.
After working tirelessly, I finally found the door for the card key. After opening it, I saw the outside world.
What?
The outside world?
What?
That was Monokuma's motive? But why would seeing the outside world be a motive? I'll tell you guys in a second, but that was when I found out about Mew's plan. And it hit me. If I combine the two, then I'd be able to save everyone.
Please wait.
Save everyone? What do you mean? Hey now, you gotta listen to everything I say first. Anyway, that's when I made a deal with Monokuma. If I livened up the killing game, then he would let me use the outside world as a motive again.
Huh?
Again?
In other words...
Let me chime in. The motive keycard that Kokichi nabbed was the right to view the outside world. But even though he saw the outside world, he didn't try to use it for the killing game. That disappointed me. But then, Kokichi suggested we reuse the motive. He said we should bring back the right to view the outside world one more time. And I decided to run with the idea. So I loaded a flashback light with memories of the outside world and put it in the simulation.
Huh?
Memories of the outside world in a flashback light?
What?
Secret of the outside world. And the virtual world was about the flashback light?
You know?
And if it was the flashback light, it would mean the secret of the outside world is part of our forgotten memories.
Huh?
What are you saying?
Wait,
But why would anything about the outside world be a motive in the first place?
Incomprehensible.
What's going on here?
Oh?
Huh? You can't remember? Okay, fine.
You get it?
Let's talk about the motive later. We have to finish this case up first. Monokuma hid the flashback light in the simulator, but I knew where it was hidden. And I showed it to Gonta in the virtual world. Hey, you even knew it was hidden. You even knew where it was hidden. That's not fair.
To tell you the truth...
Whoa, I just placed it. Never actually said I hid it.
Too bad.
If anyone had asked, I would have gladly told you where it was. It's a little late for that.
Always messing around.
So Gonta was exposed to the flashback light. Yeah, when Kokichi and Gonta leave together. But Gonta can watch Kokichi, so he not do anything weird. Gonta, you're so sweet, but I knew you'd say that. Even without your ridiculous physical strength, as long as you're selfless and courageous. You'd make a terrific bodyguard. Bodyguard? With you by my side, I know I'll be safe from any trap. Okay then, let's go! Ah, wait, Kokichi. It's okay, leave it to Gonta. Gonta keep eye on Kokichi.
Could it be?
Was Kokichi trying to lure Gonta off by himself?
Maybe.
The only person I entrusted with the secret of the outside world was Gonta.
Gonta.
After that, Gonta got taken to forest near mansion. Is this flashback light? It looks like it. Maybe the secret of the outside world is hidden in it. We gotta tell everyone. Wait. Are you sure you want to believe a liar like me so easily? Huh? This might be a trap, you know. Shouldn't you check if I'm lying first? I mean, you want to protect everyone, right? This is the perfect time to do it. Protect everyone?
How this happened?
And there, Gonta remembers secret of outside world. But that just confused Gonta more about what to do. What can Gonta do to save everyone? Gonta no could think of anything. So I told him, if he wants to save everyone, he should just put everyone out of their misery. In other words, a mercy kill.
what did you say?
What?
No way.
Was Gonta tricked?
Wrong.
No, you not tricked. Cause when Gonta remembers secret of outside world, Gonta think it would be easier to die. What? Remember what everyone said at beginning? That this academy is hell? Gonta agree. Academy that forces students to be part of killing game is hell. So everyone think they want to escape this place, right? But if it's still hell outside, what we do?
Huh?
What do you mean, Gonta? Inside is hell, outside is hell. What should Gonta and friends live for?
How this happened?
And everyone who died, what did they die for? Hell outside and hell inside?
But
And then, Kokichi tell me, best way to save everyone from hell is to put them out of misery while they still not know. And the only one who could do such dirty work is Gonta.
Yeah.
That's right. The only way you could save everyone is to free them from this hell. Gonta took on the dirty work for us. If he had survived the class trial, he would have lived in this hell alone.
You get it?
Gonta took on that role for us. Shouldn't we appreciate him more?
Hold on!
Wait a minute. I still don't get what's happening. What outside world are you talking about? It's hell out there? What do you mean? What did Kokichi and Gonta see? What did we forget?
Hey!
Hurry up and tell us, or we won't be able to understand it.
Right?
Gonta, what pushed you to do such a thing?
Please.
Answer, Gonta.
Sorry.
Sorry, Gonta no can't tell you.
Why?
Can't tell us, why? Because if Gonta tell you, then everyone will end up like Gonta. Everyone... despair.
Huh?
Despair? I know it. A despair that makes you want to die. A despair that makes you want to put everyone out of their misery. Do you think that the kind Gonta would tell you about such despair from his own mouth? But now we don't have any more than what we started. Now you know how Gonta and I formed the Killing Game Busters, right? Then, can't you accept everything about this case? You can imagine the rest, right? I used Mew's plan and turned it on against her. I hid Gonta away from sight, where Mew and I were supposed to meet. Huh? Kaito's not here? Yeah, you're right. Oh man, I'm so honored you asked me to meet up here with you, Mew. Is this a booty call? Or are you here to kill me? So you figured it out, but there's nothing you can do. You can't resist me, and made sure of it when I programmed your settings. Uh-oh, guess I'm in trouble now. I'm sorry, but you should just give up. This is my only chance. I have no choice but to do this. My inventions will change the world. They'll make it a better place. It's my duty as the genius inventor, so I can't afford to die here. Sorry. Gonta's so sorry. Don't be sorry, Gonta. She was trying to kill me too. She said it was for the world or whatever, but that was just a poor excuse. We're doing this to stop the vicious cycle of misery, so you don't need to apologize. But... Gonta's sorry. Gonta's so sorry, Mew. I already said you don't need to apologize. We had to do this for everyone's sake.
It can't be.
Gonta would never.
By the way,
You should know it was Gonta's idea to slide the body to the chapel wall.
Huh?
What? Gonta's idea?
Gonta.
Before Gonta went to roof, he happened to see Mew walk through wall. Gonta tell Kokichi, and he think of everything else.
but...
Gonta gave me the chance. I like to think we made a pretty good team.
Stop it!
Good. What's good about that? You're the worst. That's whole story. That's everything that happened.
Well...
So in the end, you didn't plan to tell us the secret of the outside world.
Sorry.
Sorry, Gonta no can tell you that.
Always messing around.
Well, I mean, hearing that story, it sounds like you were tricked by Kokichi.
How can this be?
But Gonta did kill Mew. Gonta really did it.
Sorry.
Sorry, everyone. Gonta is so sorry. Gonta. But Gonta's plan to save everyone fail. Gonta not save anyone. Gonta just make everyone suffer more.
Gonta.
Gonta
Idiot.
is stupid. So stupid. How can Gonta call himself gentleman? Everyone, please forgive him. Gonta tried to save us all from despair by taking on the sin of killing us. But you reached the truth, and Gonta's plan failed. All of you could have been saved if she died without knowing anything.
Huh?
So you're saying it was wrong to fight for the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. At least Gonta and I think so. You should have all died ignorant. Gonta even killed Mew for that sake, you know?
Don't screw around.
Enough of your shit. You made him kill her.
Please stop.
No, Gonta is bad. Because Gonta kills someone. Gonta is murderer. It's true. Yes, Gonta make everyone suffer. That is true. Sorry. Gonta is sorry he failed everyone. Gonta is so sorry for being stupid. Gonta is sorry he makes everyone suffer. Gonta is so sorry. We get it. You don't need to apologize anymore. You're probably all thinking that I should have taken the dirty work and not Gonta, right? Everyone hates me, so the role of the villain is perfect for me.
I know that!
Yeah, I know already. It should have been my responsibility. But when I realized Mew was targeting me, I thought to myself, she must have already have a way to prevent me from fighting back in the virtual world.
I suppose.
And in fact, you were right. She set it up so she could paralyze you with just a touch.
So am I!
That's why I had to ask Gonta. I would have done it myself if I could.
That's enough!
Okay, but you didn't need to push everything onto Gonta to...
Please stop!
Stop. It's okay. Everyone, please. Don't blame Kokichi anymore. Please. Gonta, you... how nice can you be, Gonta? You really are stupid sometimes. You're right. Someone as stupid as Gonta could never be gentleman.
Hey, hey!
Hey, so... are we done yet?
Huh?
What?
And another thing.
You guys are starting to talk in circles, so let's just move on to the exciting stuff. Yes! The eagerly anticipated punishment time!
So am I!
Wait, if you're gonna punish him, then please, punish me too.
Huh?
Kokichi,
I know that!
I'm prepared for it. If you're gonna execute Gonta, then I... It's okay, Kokichi. Please let Gonta sacrifice himself, for everyone's sake. That's all Gonta can do anymore.
But...
Just promise Gonta. Let everyone forgive each other and be friends, okay? Alright, I promise.
Okay.
Alright, it's time to punish the ultimate entomologist, Gonta Gokuhara. Oh man, I bet his punishment's gonna have a lot of gross, nasty bugs.
Ah.
That's right, you don't like nasty stuff. No, it's not that. It's coming.
Yeah?
What, already? The contractions are speeding up. Any minute now.
Honey!
Quick, hold my hand.
Melvin, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Gonta!
Wait, please, I don't want this. Don't go, Gonta.
no.
Don't cry, Kokichi. Gonta is okay. Yes, Gonta not cry. Gonta's really not scared. But
How can this be?
Gonta upset. Gonta upset. He no could protect everyone. Gonta, you can't cry either.
It's punishment time!
Well then, let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Sorry.
Gonta love you all.
Gonta, idiot!
Gonta is so sorry for being stupid. Oh, man, this is sad. Wild West insecticide. That was intense. Holy fuck. Good fucking lord.
Thrilling.
Even I didn't see that coming. All my little cubs have been destroyed.
Dang it.
Wow. So sad. All that cuteness has gone to waste.
Why?
What are you joking about? You're the one responsible for this. Why would you do such a thing to your own children? Because lately they've been acting all buddy-buddy and neglecting me. Gah, I'm never gonna get the hang of this whole parenting thing. That's why?
You got a minute?
It doesn't matter now. We don't have time to give him attention.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna walk away quietly and go mourn my dead kids. Later. Wow. Gonta.
Damn it.
Damn it. Why did it turn out like this?
Got a minute?
Hey, Kokichi, why don't you tell us now? What's the secret of the outside world? If we don't know, then we won't be able to understand or accept it.
What was that?
I can't accept it either, Kokichi. What is the secret of the outside world? What kind of secret would push Gonta that far? Kokichi, if you really cared for Gonta, explain yourself to everyone and... I don't want to.
Huh?
You what?
I don't want to, stupid head.
Kokichi.
Oh man, did you fall for all that fake crying? You're so dumb! I would never cry for Gonta!
I knew it.
What?
What a bastard.
Because...
If I said the actual truth back there, Gonta would have been really real mad. That would have interfered with the game, so I simply lied to calm him down. See? As long as you lie for a good purpose, right?
What?
What?
Hey!
What do you mean, what really happened? Why did you make him do that?
Well, you know...
Obviously, so it wouldn't be boring.
Huh?
What are you...
Which means...
I gave Gonta an incentive, because I thought it'd liven up the game. Come on, think about it. If I actually wanted to save everyone, like what Gonta did,
You really don't get it.
I wouldn't have betrayed Gonta. You should have realized that.
Hey!
Then why did Gonta...
Who cares about that idiot? I want to enjoy this game filled with suspicion and betrayal from the bottom of my heart.
Kokichi gave us one of his creepy smiles. When I saw it, I finally saw Kokichi for what he really is. Malice. His entire body, nothing but raw and unfettered malice.
I am the supreme leader of evil, so it's obvious my personality would be twisted. The more you suffer, the more I enjoy it. There are people in this world who spread grief and misery for no reason than the thrill of it. And I'm one of those people. Nothing pleases me more than inflicting pain on others!
Seriously, who the hell do you think you are?
Then...
So, for your own entertainment, you sacrificed Mew and Gonta?
You're so dumb.
What's so bad about that? You kill people for money, right, Maki Roll?
You bastard.
Someone like you has no right to call me Maki Roll.
Do you wanna die?
You look so much better with a scowl on your face, Maki Roll. But hey, you guys are just way too trusting. If only you had suspected me more, then... Mew and Gonta wouldn't have died such meaningless deaths.
Don't screw around.
Meaningless deaths? Kaito screamed and sprinted up to Kokichi like a bullet. You punch him again. A dull thud resounded through our skulls.
Oops, sorry. I tried to dodge you, but I punched you instead.
Kaito!
You...
By the way, Kaito, is it just me? Or are you way slower? Maybe, just maybe, Kaito is hiding something from us too.
Kaito!
Kaito, are you okay? Kaito kept coming at him, and Maki glared at Kokichi with piercing eyes.
Got a minute?
For someone who claims to be bad at fighting, you were pretty agile just now. And you believed a lie like that?
You bastard.
Oh, fuck! She's pissed! You really want to die, don't you?
Let's have more
Oh, did I finally provoke you enough? Is it because of Kaito?
Maki.
No, Maki! What am I thinking? Maki wouldn't lose her cool for a guy like Kaito. He's way too pathetic. He's all bark and no bite. Let's face it, the ultimate astronaut is just a trainee anyway. Kokichi never got to finish his provocation. No one cared what he had to say anymore. They all rushed to Kaito's side.
Right?
Kaito, are you hurt?
Are you alright?
Can you stand? Do you need to lean on my shoulder?
Sorry.
Sorry. My MP's at 0, so I can't use any recovery magic.
Oh?
Hey, why are you so worried about this pathetic
That's wrong.
Pathetic. Look at yourself, Kokichi. What?
No.
Kaito always had us by his side, you see, but no one wants to be around you. You're alone, Kokichi. You always will be. You're talking about friends. Friends don't make this game more
Oh, man.
Jeez, boring. No longer interested. I don't care anymore, but I will tell you this. The one who will win this game is me. Kokichi spat out those words, then left the room.
Kaito!
Kaito, are you okay?
Huh?
Hey, Kaito?
Hey,
You don't look well. It didn't seem like he punched you that hard, but...
What?
Did you hit your head or something? I'm okay. It's fine.
Okay?
Don't push yourself. You should lie down and... I said I'm fine. Kaito tried to get up, but... Ugh! Kaito doubled over. His knees gave out and he collapsed hard. Cough. That's a lot of blood.
What?
There's a lot of CGs in this scene.
Kaito?
Blood? Why? What's the matter, Kaito?
Come on. Don't freak out over this. It's nothing. My cold just got worse is all.
I didn't know that coughing up blood was a cold symptom.
You're a robot and you don't know that? I'm saying it's fine. Just chill. I just coughed too much, cut my throat or something. I don't know.
Kaito. As he spoke, he somehow got to his feet. Yeah, that's it. I just need a drink of water. Sorry, but I'm gonna head back to my room.
Kaito!
Okay, I'll go with...
Shut up!
Don't follow me.
Huh?
What? I can walk on my own. I don't need your help, Shuichi. Kaito staggered off.
Well,
I'll go with him. It'd be bad if he collapsed on the way. Right. We'll leave it to you then. Don't worry about it, Shuichi. Kaito is just stressed out, is all. Why did it end up like this? I thought I could help. I wanted us all to survive. And I wanted it so damn bad, I kept fighting for it. Fighting for the truth. And this is what I get? By trying to survive, we're just playing the stupid game. Just like Kokichi.
Damn it!
It's almost time. Yeah, it's almost time. This should be enough. I'll end it. Now is the time. I'll end this killing game.
Holy fuck, this is getting intense. Good lord. Ugh. It's a bummer that Mew sucks now. It's super sad that Gonta died. Man. What the hell? I'm like so invested in this. This is insane. Fuck me. This world is mine, Kokichi Oma. So, what does any of this mean? I genuinely don't know. So what can we figure out then? The world outside is hell. Hell enough that someone sweet like Gonta could be convinced to off us all instead of having us face that truth. So, leveraging Mew's attempted murder for her own selfish reasons, Kokichi goaded Gonta into killing Mew with the intent for Kokichi to take the fall for the murder, have him become the Blackened, and then get everyone killed so that we wouldn't have to suffer through this and Gonta could bear it all by himself. But because we backed Kokichi into a corner, and we kind of undermined his trial, almost in the exact way that he wanted us to, mind you. Like, he was in the position where it was like, this is where you want us now. And then he outed Gonta and walked us through it. He probably would have done it anyways if I had, you know, been properly casting suspicion on him. And then he would have done what he did in the last trial even, I think it was. Where he just swept it out from under the rest and was like, nope, it wasn't me. But then he flipped the script on Gonta. So what is happening? So the world outside is shit. Everything is destroyed. Or it's like the aftermath of the tragedy and everything is shit. Something to that effect. This killing game is repeating for some reason. Not only can Monokuma bring back the dead, but it's explicitly happened with this cast of characters based on Rantaro's intro to, I think, this chapter or the chapter before. Because Rantaro was talking to camera, leaving him a message for himself. So, what I think is happening is that, for whatever reason, Monokuma is just looping this one killing game at the end of the world. Killing us again and again and again. And then I think cloning us and then using the flashback lights, inserting the memories of our lives before the killing game into us. How the ultimate hunt factors into it was maybe there's a rush for people who were solving the end of the world. It's hard to say. That bit's a little fuzzy. But this killing game is definitely repeating. It's not going to end when there is one person.
Like, the victory that Kokichi's hoping for is not going to come. And even if we do get out, it's probably going to be real shit outside. Like, more so than in Trigger Happy Havoc, I think. It's real sad about Kokichi. Real sad about Gonta. But Kokichi is going off the deep end. We've only got, like, one more murder in us. And I think it's not even going to be a proper murder. It's going to be just Kaito keeling over. Before the end of the game. Or else the next chapter might be the last one. Because there's only one more slot for punishments. In the extras menu. Unless they add more and really throw me off. But that's more of a meta reason why it has to end next. We've got 7 people remaining. We have Shuichi, Kaito, Kibo, Kokichi. And we've got Maki, Tsumugi, and Himiko. Kaito is, like, super sick. He's probably going to keel over before the end of this class trial. It's going to be very sad. And I really like Maki, but Maki likes Kaito. It's the same thing that happened with Peko and Fuyuhiko. Damn it. Like, my first picks for this, like, they go so much better with another character. It's so sad. I can't get my wife. I hope Tsumugi doesn't die in this next trial, because then it's the same thing that's gonna happen. I'll lose one waifu to another character, and then the next one I get attached to is gonna die. It's gonna be super upsetting. Who do I think is gonna survive this killing game? Shuichi? Might. That's a hard maybe. If he doesn't, it's gonna be wild if he doesn't somehow. But I'm not taking it off the table because our protagonist from chapter 1 bit the dust. So they could really do anything they want. Kaito, I don't think he's going to survive to the end of the killing game. He is way too sick too. Maki might mercy kill Kaito. And then we have to take out Maki. Like, she might do a double with Kaito and Kokichi. Which would be intense. And then leave us to clean up the mess. Himiko, I think Himiko has a good chance of surviving. Like, she has gone through a lot. I think to the same level that Fuyuhiko went through in the last game. So I think that she's pretty safe. Kibo's pretty inoffensive. There's no real reason for him to survive, but at the same token, there's no real reason for him to die either. Who else do we got? Is Maki gonna survive? If she does, it's gonna be real sad, because Kaito's not. And Maki really has a thing for Kaito. Is Kokichi going to survive this? It's a hard maybe. Kokichi's either gonna get murked by Maki, or I'm gonna have to go one-on-one with him. And it's like, out him in a class trial. What might end up happening is that Maki takes down Kokichi with her. Like, Kokichi might kill someone. Maybe Kaito. or Kaito is going to collapse and Kokichi is going to murder someone in parallel to that. Or Maki might... Oh, fuck. That would be wild. If Maki mercy kills Kaito. And then... Like, with her like, in the class trial, she has us take down Kokichi with her. Oh, that would be super dramatic. I love that. And I have no idea if they're gonna go there. If they do, that'd be amazing. Let's see. So, going back to my tier list, just so I could sort of who's still alive. Gonta is in my sus list. Like, he was on the list. That's really funny. Okay, so who's gonna survive this? Am I gonna survive this? It's a hard maybe, brother. Kibo. Kibo's pretty inoffensive. I think he's at the same level as Kazuichi, where he is just inoffensive enough with his bits that he might survive it. But it could be that he gets murdered by Kokichi, and while Maki is mercy killing Kaito. Ooh, that would be nuts. Tsumugi, I think Tsumugi is going to survive this. If Tsumugi survives the next chapter, she's going to live to the end of the game. Not just because, you know, there's only probably 1 or 2 more chapters left. But I think Tsumugi is in a solid enough place where she can afford to survive this. Like, there's nothing really that is too much of a bother about her. And I don't think she'd make that easy of a mark. Kaito, he's on a clock. He's not going to survive the game. Even if he does, he's not going to survive for long. Keyboy, it's a 50-50. He's either going to get got by Kokichi or he's going to survive. Himiko, I think Himiko's on the level of Fuyuhiko. I'm fairly certain that Himiko's going to survive this. Maki, is Maki going to survive? I want to say that Maki's going to take out Kokichi with her. Maki's going to be a murderer and she's going to take out Kokichi. Am I going to survive? Fuck, who knows. I hope so. Because then I can be... then I'll have time to be sad. Alright. That's going to be it for me. This was... this was a trial. In both both senses of the word. I guess we'll end it there. We'll see you Friday for something. I haven't decided yet. I think Friday I'm going to try out the werewolf game that Stefan gifted me. Werewolf Apocalypse Heart of the Forest. It looks like a text-based game, so it should be fun to narrate, but we'll see how that goes. Thursday, I don't think I'm going to be able to make Godzilla Night Thursday, because my grandma needs help with something at her new house. So I might be picking up something for her and helping her install it. So we'll see you Friday then, and then back to Danganronpa on Monday.